You can't think spring without thinking alliums.
Don't do that.
Onions, garlic root. Then we have the memo chive. I love them. I love the garlic root. I can remember Dad always had a rule that if you wanted to know what was going on in the top, you looked at the bottom, and they pulled it out of the earth and they said, oh my gosh, that's the product. It's almost like an angel hair. It's delicate, but yet you get this nice garlicky flavor, and they're absolutely delicious. And of course, the micro chives. It screams spring. They're green. I love the color of these. Nice and tender, but yet they'll hold up well on the plate. Delicate, onion, spring, earthy undertones. They're amazing. And of course, then we have the memo chive. How and why are they called a memo chive? Well, Chef Guillermo came out. Charlie Trotter sent him out. This would have been probably in the early 90s. And we're looking at the garlic chives at this stage. And he looks over and he says, wait a minute, what are these? I said, Chef, it's the same thing. It's just that we don't pick them because they still have the seed on. And he pinches some off and he tastes it. He goes, I want them at this stage. He says, I love the color contrast. I like the crunch and the texture. And Leslie, his girlfriend at the time, now his wife, said, what are we going to call these? And I really wasn't sure what we were going to call it. And Leslie says, let's call it the memo chive, because that was Guillermo's nickname. So that's how these got named. And I'll tell you what, they're everything they're cracked up to be. You're going to love them. Get some of these in the kitchen and play with them. In the meantime, let's take them over to Chef Jamie and see what he can do with them. These things are amazing.
This time of year, we really love these, not only for the garlic, clove, and green garlic shoot, but also for the garlic root that attaches itself to this. These are really great. They taste like garlic. They're appropriately named. They're not too tough. They're really tender. Most roots get really fibrous. I am a big fan of these. I like them raw. I like them cooked. I like them dried. I like them chopped and folded into stuff. It's like, the nicest brunoise of garlic you could possibly make. Just this nice, fine, dry, minced garlic. And then obviously the same story applies for all other alliums. We're just starting to see beautiful little chives poking out of the ground. These would be like a micro, I don't even know if I can pick these up. This is the memo chive. All of the seeds of the chive are still attached to this chive itself. They're pretty ridiculous. Today we're going to focus on alliums. Alliums, the garlic root, the garlic shoots, micro chives, memo chive. We'll turn all that really out of a page from the book, Fried Garlic Root Nests with Soft-Boiled Quail Eggs. Big fan of these little past hors d'oeuvres, easy to use, easy to serve. Quail eggs, we tried to get them, couldn't find them, so we made them. And these little garlic root nests will be sort of filled with a quail egg with crispy chicken skin, chopped olive, and cream cheese, seasoned, piped into this quail egg mold by Chicago Mold School, made here in the Midwest. And we'll just pass them around the dining room like this. Let's get started. In general, when you're frying garlic, you want to kind of blanch it. It'll pull some of the bitter stuff out that will show itself after it comes out of the fryer. When the garlic root comes out of the blanch pot, we'll add the micro chives. Let that just residual heat soften those up. We'll fold them into a little cornstarch mixture. We're just going to use the light tempura from the book on this. We'll form our little nests. We'll dip them in the tempura, dip them in the fryer. We'll make a dozen of them or so, and that'll be that. We're gonna now just kind of roughly portion these things out, and then we'll work on that real quick tempura kind of like to just like line them up, grab them, almost like you're grabbing them with like a pasta fork, and then just wrap them. It'll tangle itself up enough, and you just kind of open it up. You can shape it out nicely. See that? They do shrink a little bit in the fryer, so you want to build them a little bigger than you're gonna need them. We don't build a better nest than a bird, though. It's amazing how well they can construct those things. So yeah, we want this to be like, pretty loose, because you don't want to lose like the detail of the nest. All right, we're gonna fry these at like pretty low, like 240. I would worry generally about these sticking together though. So if you had a whole bunch of them, in a basket or on top of each other, it'd probably be a problem. So just do like, simple single layer. These fried for, I don't know, I want to say like 8-10 minutes, fair amount of time. A lot of water. I really want to dry them down so they get crunchy. It's also why you got to be at like kind of such a low temp, or they'll brown like a lot. Another reason maybe why we avoid wheat flour in this, we use rice flour and cornstarch, so it really prevents it from browning unnecessarily or prematurely. Pop these in, hit them with a little torch, soften them up. Don't do that. And that is a wrap. Garlic root, chive, olive, crispy chicken skin, cream cheese, lightly fried. Nice little party trick.